Assalamu alaikum, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Saher, and in today's video, as you've read by the title, I will be reviewing Huda's Mint Obsession palette. This is not a new palette that she has launched, it's new in my collection. I thought why not give you a very quick review about this palette. So this palette, as far as I remember, launched last year, but I didn't have the chance to pick up because at that time I was not so confident in playing with colors, let alone pastel colors, so I was not that confident. But like this last month around, I just wanted to add more colors into my eyeshadow collection, so then I came across this. I also came across the ColourPop palette, but that palette is not available in India, and with the customs and everything, it was coming around the same price, so I was like, why not I give this a try, and probably sometime later when I may have to make a huge purchase from ColourPop, then I will pick those palettes up. So yeah, with this title, when it came last year, I had the chance to go to Nykaa Lux in BR Bengaluru, and I swatched the shades of the rose palette, which was my initial love. Like, I thought I could play with pinks and mild hues and all of that, but when I swatched the palette, I was not that impressed, and unfortunately at that time the lilac and the mint palette was not there to swatch, so I didn't purchase it. Had mixed feelings about the palette when I came in. The mattes are not that beautiful. Like, for 2400 I expected the mattes to perform much better, although I understand that pastel shades are much more chalkier, much more difficult to work with, but I expected a little bit of punch, a little bit of oomph, and that I didn't get it in the palette when I just had it in my hand. And the shimmers are okay, but the shimmers are not exactly like your regular shimmers from other palettes. They are a little bit different in the sense that they have got a little bit of jelly texture, kind of a jelly kind of a texture, and they've got lightly micro glitter into it, so they're not chrome, they're not even like shimmers how you find in another palette. They are very light, and they are more like toppers than shimmer shadows. So you guys will see the swatches and you guys decide. But just day before yesterday, when I wanted to add just nothing but like something glittery on my eyes, and I used the shimmer shadow from this, and I was really impressed because it was giving that sort of a wet kind of a look, and I was really impressed by that. So all in all, this palette is like there but not up there. I hope you get what I'm trying to say, because I know this is not the best seller of Huda. I have also tested out the Desert Dusk palette, I have tested out other products, and I feel that this is not the best of their collection, and for some reason I always end up choosing not the best sellers of theirs and just going in with trying and testing out. I usually do research, but for this one I didn't, and I just wanted to pick it up. Any which ways, this was too much of blabbering, but yeah, that's my 2 cents about this palette. Let me just show you the swatches and up close of the palette. What ticked me off was there is such beautiful there's such a beautiful family of mint. I don't think that adding a peach color was necessary, nor was the shimmer shade, because you can get those shades in any other palettes. It didn't have to be in this. As I showed you the ColourPop one, if you see that, look at that beautiful colors, right? I mean, it is in all its sense mint palette, and you can get the gradation. The problem with these palettes is you don't get a gradation. Like, if you're doing a lighter to a darker shade, you kind of get a gradation, and it looks really pretty and beautiful, which you don't get in this palette. Let's not complain, man, let's just dive into it. I'll try to trim down the video as short as possible. Swatch this shade right here in the middle, and this is how it looks like. It's got as I told you, it's got a silver reflect, and it's got a pink reflect and a green reflect to it. So it's not entire, as you can see, it's very sheer, and it's not like how it is in other palette. Let me show you those shimmers of some other palettes so that you get a clue. I have a Makeup Revolutions palette, hypnotic palette, and let me just swatch this shade over here. Look at this one and look at this one. Almost the same, like family like, but only this one's got a little bit of mint, and this one is pure, this tone silver mixed with a little bit of pink reflect to it. Let's go and create the look. So I am not going to use this because it's a very chalky shade. I am going to be using this one. It's going to be a very simple makeup look, and there is a lot of kickback in the pan. And also, if you are on the duskier side, this palette is not going to work out for you, because these shades will look grayish on the eyes. It's already looking gray for me, so I will have to build it up, and I think I should have used a lighter concealer more to kind of do this look. So it's not that pigmented, so you need to work. It's tricky and it's not beginner friendly. This is literally after 6 coats of eyeshadow that I have got it to this much pigmentation. I have tried to blend it as much as I can. A lot of darker shades, unless you are using literally a white base, on your eye. So guys, I have built it up to the desired state. I'm going to go with this shade, which is my favorite shade in the palette. I'm going to tap off. Can you see there is so much kickback and it's flying all over the place, and my pants are in a hot mess right now. So I'm just tapping it. Ooh, Snooky. And I am going to be building it around this area. Just this is not looking pastel mint, but it's looking more like blue. I've done the outer edge. Now I'll apply the concealer in the middle of my eye and create the space for the halo look. So let's do that. I'm going to be taking this shade right here. So can you see, it's just like a topper. This is how it looks like, and I also like this color a lot. So I am using this shade and doing the lower lash line. ओके बहुत सारा मेहनत करने के बाद मेरा आई लुक ऐसे टर्न हुआ है. सो मैंने ट्राई किया है कि मैं एज मेनी मिंट शेड्स ट्राई करूँ इस पैलेट से. सो मैंने सारे के सारे यूज कर लिए एक्सेप्ट फॉर दीज पीच शेड्स ओवर हियर. ये 3 शेड्स छोड़ के मैंने सारे शेड्स ट्राई कर लिए हैं. एज यू कैन सी दी शेड्स आर नॉट gradient. They are getting a little bit of mixed and matched, but I've tried to manage and create a look as I possibly could do. Do leave a big mint heart in the comments box.